Hi, I'm Claire. Today I want to talk about how you make meaning of the tarot cards and how we read them in a reading. It's a little bit confusing. After all, they're just pictures. I remember when I first learnt the meaning of each and every card. There was a lot to take into the memory bank, and it could be overwhelming when I started putting the expectation on myself that I needed to get the meaning perfect. It was that kind of pressure that made the cards that much harder to read. If you're a perfectionist who needs to get things right and who needs to get things perfect, the tarot cards are absolutely going to help you resolve this. When I took the pressure off myself and started to trust the essence of the cards and my intuitive knowing, the readings became effortless. It did take practice, but over time and with experience, the cards became just beautiful to read. What I'm going to cover with you today will help you read your tarot cards. It'll also help you read your angel cards and everything in between. But first, we need to explore a little about how our mind and our intuition work hand in hand. Our minds are meaning-making machines. It's part of our survival to be able to take notice of what is going on around us and make quick assessments. Is this good or bad, right or wrong, healthy or unwell, happy or sad? What is comfortable for you may not be comfortable for me, but our minds make these quick judgments all the time to help us navigate our way through the world. And so we already have that internal library of what works for us. If you think about that green traffic light, it's a symbol, and universally we know that that's a symbol to go. Red is a sign to stop. And again, these are just symbols. They're symbols that we've put meaning to, just like the symbols that are in the tarot. Whether you're visual or not, you will know how to take notice of the symbols. We see green, and we intuitively know that there's some growth and movement. We see red, and we intuitively become cautious. Our unconscious mind stores our life experiences like a photo album. It records what works for you in your life, and it records what kept you safe in the past. It's going to communicate to you through those symbols, through emotional triggers, and impulsive responses. So let's say that you've had a negative experience with the bird growing up. Maybe you got bitten by a goose at a farm, and now all birds are seen as a threat. Anytime a bird gets your attention on the tarot card, you may read the meaning of that card that there is a warning from the spirit world to keep an eye out for any potential threats. Or you may have recently worked through with a hypnotherapist or a coach to resolve the fear of birds, to let go of the past. And so you see a bird on the tarot card and you get that message that it's time for the client to face their fears and resolve the past that's holding them back too. You need to trust that the symbol, the picture, or the sign that you see within the tarot has got your attention for a reason. You need to trust that the law of attraction will bring to you the people and events that match your energy. And so the people you read for will have similar experiences to you on some level. I mean, when it comes to like a fear of birds or fear of dogs, fear of water, you're going to attract those people who have that in their energy frequency. On the other hand, you may have your attention brought to the Empress or the High Priestess and know that you're really talking to somebody who's switched on with their femininity. And so the symbols in those cards get your attention, and you'll see that spiritually inclined woman lean in as you're getting things that are familiar to her. So again, if you think about the story of your own life and your own life experience, what comes to mind when you see these pictures? We've got pictures here of falling in love, divorce, mother and baby, an ambulance, school or university, the cemetery, a red fast car, a farm, a party, the law, a car, a rich woman, a view from the top of the a view from the top of a high-rise building, a dog, a plane, builders, wedding, meditation. When you think of these themes, when you think of events in your life where you've experienced these kinds of experiences, we do see those in the tarot cards. And so when you see these cards come up that do represent something like a wedding, that do represent celebration, you can use your own internal library to help that client make sense of what's coming forward for them. They may need to hear that, their loved ones in the spirit world acknowledge that there was a wedding recently, that they were there, they wanted to celebrate with you. Or maybe it's the other end of that, where the team, your guides, are saying, it's time to study, it's time to, pursue that goal that you've had for such a long time. The tarot cards will use your library, and it's just about trusting that the first thing that comes to mind, trusting where you're drawn to, trusting the way that the law of attraction works. And while this particular message is about the tarot, it works the same for the angel cards. Somebody who's got a deck that has beautiful angels, maybe riding a horse or unicorn, and it's like, what does that unicorn represent for you? Does it remind you of something that's happened in the past when you were little on a carousel? Does it remind you of the time you had with your children where you bought so much fairy floss at the fair? Like, trust that energy that your guides are going to use your body, your experiences, to let you know if this is a good high vibrational message or that this is somebody who needs to get a different level of guidance. So let me show you. I'm going to pull a card and I'm going to just show you how I work. Now you can hear me shuffling in the background. And so as a card comes forward, I pull up the Magician. Woohoo! Now my eyes immediately get drawn to the lily there that's at the bottom. Now my mind impulsively goes to my daughter, who happens to be named Lily. And so I know that this particular card is getting my attention, that somebody here has a level of purity within themselves, a level of pure intent in the way that they're moving forward. They're at the beginning of their journey, and my daughter Lily is at the beginning of her journey with university. So the Magician being a number 1 card, and knowing that the way that my guides work with this is I can adamantly say that yes, I'm doing a reading here for somebody who's at the beginning of their journey. There's pure intent, there's a level of enthusiasm. We've got all of the tools there out on the table in front of us, and we're still learning how to put those tools together. So the Spirit World, being a major arcana card, is fully supporting that, and there's a level of excitement that they're living up to their purpose. Now again, I'm just intuitively getting all of this, knowing how the Magician cards works, knowing where my attention got drawn to, and I'm also feeling my energy getting warm, getting excited, the kind of excitement I get when I start a new project. So there's no heavy dread or anything here. It's just like, yes, okay, what's next? What's next? And so the team, the guides, are going to encourage this person to move forward. Shuffling again and showing you how I use the symbology within the tarot to gain meaning. Oh, okay, we go to the other end of the extreme and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Alrighty, so as I see the 5 of Pentacles, it becomes hard for me to breathe. Now, to be transparent and honest with you, my partner and I, or my husband and I, have recently gotten to the tail end of COVID. And so when I see this card, my memory immediately goes to the partnership, the not feeling very well, but doing it together. Things were not always black and white with our recovery through COVID. However, we're both on the mend, And we may be feeling a little bit like like we're lepers, like we need a bell around us so nobody else gets COVID. Uh, we've still maintained the hope, just like the colours in the stained glass window there, that things are going to improve, that there's a trust in our ability to navigate, to come back to good health. So yes, while we did have to cancel our holiday and I wasn't too impressed with that, there's still hope. There's going to be bigger, better holidays. So again, if I had a client in front of me and I got the Five of Pentacles come up, I would be relying on some of my own internal library to say, okay, something's hit you pretty hard, you didn't like it, but you did navigate it and you knew how to take one step at a time, and that's all it took. One step, one little step after another, and you got there. So do one more card and hopefully the team will bring forward something that's a bit more uplifting than the Five of Pentacles. Yay, the Lovers card. Alrighty. So the Lovers card obviously has a lot of symbology on it. Now, my attention immediately gets drawn to the hill in the background. The hill in the background for me, within the tarot, always represents our goals. And as I'm focusing on my goals right now to complete this tarot course, to deliver beautiful, high quality content on the tarot and how to help people help themselves, my goals are in sight. I think I've got like 3 more videos to make out of the 100. And so I can get a sense that with the Lovers card, there's a choice. There's a choice for me to, make this happen, or there is a choice for me to, go and start a different project, which I have a tendency to do. I'm the type of artist who will have multiple canvases on the go, whether I'm teaching NLP, whether I'm doing one-on-one coaching, whether I'm teaching tarot. The Lovers card is reminding me that the spirit world is backing me up with the major arcana, that I need to make a choice on where is my focus. Am I going to get the tarot finished, or am I going to go do some more NLP slides? And of course, here I am completing this. So the spirit world would have a message of applause and support. And I know that because my attention got drawn straight to that archangel. And again, if I had a client in front of me and this card came up, my attention got drawn to the mountain, I would know that this person has some goals in sight. I know that they need to make a choice. I know that the spirit world delivered the inspiration to create that project and that they want them to stay on track. Being the 6th card here in the major arcana, it's about nurturing yourself, nurturing your ideas, becoming creative, and putting those beautiful gifts out into the world. So, gosh, that's a lot covered there. I hope that makes sense. I want you to remember that we are not predicting the future for our clients. We are giving the client an opportunity to see their life in a different perspective. We're giving our clients an opportunity to feel empowered about the choices that they can make moving forward. And we're also giving our clients the opportunity to take responsibility about what's coming ahead. So many times clients like to come and get readings to hear what they should be doing. And then when things don't work out for them, the tarot reader, the coach is really, or the therapist, can be a target for blame of like, well, that didn't work out, or you said. And that's where the readings need to be about opportunity for choice. You've got the choice to sit down, Claire, and create that course, or you've got the choice not to. You've got the choice to encourage Lily to go to university and to complete her biomed, or you have the choice not to. But I'm not going to ever in a reading be specific about the particular outcome that is going, or the specific outcome that is going to be expected. There needs to be a leeway for the client to have free will and to create responsibly what they want to create. And so it takes the pressure off you and it puts the responsibility back on the client. And if you're anybody like a mum or a dad or a parent, you know how empowering it is to help somebody, take those steps moving forward, to give them the skills to be able to create the life that they want to live rather than dictating to them how they should be. It's, yeah, it can be such an honor to do a reading for someone and to be trusted and included on their journey. So enjoy that beautiful experience. Enjoy that experience with your intuition and your guides and that whole creative collaboration of energy. I'm Claire from Claire Chancellor Coaching, and I will talk to you later.